Okay, guys, so this question has come up several times in the comments, and I just want to address it to you, dealing with health insurance. First of all, I don't subscribe to Western medicine, and I have a very different perspective on this than most Americans, but I've lived outside of the country for a number of years. So I lived in the Caribbean for a few years, and I lived in Europe for a few years, so I have a very different perspective based on the people I came across and worked with. So here's what I do. I don't do Western medicine. It's not for me. I'm not knocking it. I have huge respect for doctors and nurses that get out there and save lives, because it's amazing. But I have been blessed and fortunate enough not to become really sick. I did catch COVID in 2021. I had it for 5 days. It was the Omicron strain. And I had it for 5 days, and I just chose to go through it naturally. No vaccines. I'm not putting that in my body. For me, it doesn't work. For other people, maybe that's for you. That's fine. I'm not judging that. But my thing is that I probably saved over $100,000 in insurance rates, insurance bills, monthly premiums, whatever it is that you pay, since I dropped Western medicine. Here's my backstory on that. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disease in 2011. I thought I was having a heart attack. That wasn't what it was. And in 2011, and I was diagnosed with Hashimoto's. I was told that I would have to take a pill called Synthroid for the rest of my life. I left the endocrinologist office and went and did my research and threw the prescription away and said, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to take a pill. I don't want to do that to my body. I want to go through this life as naturally as possible. So I refused that. I did my research. I found out what I had Hashimoto's. I found out what Hashimoto's was. And for me, it was the gluten, the American gluten. Let's be very specific. Europe doesn't affect me. American gluten does. And I think it's because of the glyphosate that's in there. Or is it glyphosate? I don't know. But anyway, my point is I practice Ayurvedic medicine. It is the oldest medicine in the world. It uses natural herbs, spices, foods to heal your body, not to treat symptoms of illness, but to actually heal your body. So I have actually healed my body of my incurable autoimmune disease called Hashimoto's. Gluten was my trigger, and it was causing my body to attack the thyroid, thinking that it was... There's a lot of backstory to this, but if anybody who knows anything about Hashimoto's and has really looked into it, the gluten mimics a molecule in your thyroid, or a release of something in your thyroid, and it starts attacking your thyroid. It thinks it's invasive. So my thyroid is no longer under attack. So I do believe in healing the body, not treating the symptoms. Again, my view on Western medicine is very different because of the lifestyle that I have lived and moving around different places in the world. I watched both of my parents die young. They both died at my age, actually. They were 59 when they passed away. Both of them were on prescription medication. Both of them had chronic illnesses. You know, I don't know what's causing it, but this is a very sick country. And why are we so sick? I think, okay, this is not a medical advice, but I believe that it is because of all the chemicals that we put in and on our bodies. So I stopped doing that 15 years ago. I just don't want to do it. I rarely ever drink alcohol. I mean, maybe a couple of times a year I'll have a glass of wine. That's another thing. I just don't drink alcohol. I don't put medications in my bodies. I don't eat processed foods. I try to stay as natural and organic as possible, and because of that, my immune system is strong, and I don't get sick. I mean, COVID was the last time I got sick, and that was actually the only time I got sick. Prior to that was 2017 with like a cold. So at my age, I think I'm doing pretty well with that. So my advice is, do what works for you. Do what works for you. If Western medicine is your thing, man, go for it. But I like a more holistic, all-natural route, because I want to heal my body when something is off. I don't want to treat the symptoms. I want to actually heal it. And I don't think throwing chemicals in my body to treat the symptoms is going to help my body heal. I think it's going to have it's going to have an adverse effect on me on that. So anyway, hope that helps you guys. That's why I don't use Western medicine. I will not pay into the insurance companies. What a freaking scam. I shouldn't say that to you. TikTok's going to take it off. I'm not going to buy into it. That's a money-making machine. They are creating customers. Again, the doctors, the nurses, complete respect for those guys, because they are out there saving lives. And there is a place for Western medicine. In a trauma situation, I would actually go to it. If I were in a car accident, broken bone, whatever. And I do have a story about a broken bone to tell you, and what not having insurance coverage did for me, and it was beneficial. So I'll share that in another video, but just know that I just don't buy into the Western medicine game. I would prefer to keep myself healthy and follow older medicine practices such as Ayurveda, which is more than 4,000 years old. So that is what I'm going to practice. Tried and true, comes from nature. It's for me, babe. Check it out. Might be for you too.